Good morning, this is Sarah, your healthy carnivore in the UK. I'm not at school today, so I get to walk around my local lake. Though, for the BDI amongst you, you will notice that's the colour of our sky today. It's been like that for weeks, and it will stay like that for weeks. So if you have sun where you are, I hope you are enjoying it. Just going for a little walk around my lake. This is day 100 and... where am I? I'm over 5 months in on my last ever restart. If you don't know me, I found the carnivore diet back in 2014, but for one reason or another, it just wasn't my time. And then back in the spring, I was sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. I was done with being left behind and not doing it properly, and I committed, and I'm now over 5 months in on my last ever restart. Would you like to see some boats? There we go. Let's look at the boats and pretend that the sun is shining. Yeah, it isn't though, is it? This video is about, this video is about my resolutions for 2025, for my personal journey and my channel, and to make sure that my channel is correct. And also, as you know, if you've been following me, you'll know that I've cut down my hours very slightly at work so that I can spend more time on my channel. I will be doing more shorts, more videos in general, more lives. And I think 2025 is going to be my year. I hope 2025 is going to be my year. It looks like it at the moment. I'm doing Lion Diet at the moment and will be doing it indefinitely. I know I promised 21 days, but if when I get to the end of that 21 days, I have discovered I have lost some weight, I'm not going to want to stop, because losing weight for me has become a bit of a mystery. I'm one of those people that can do mixed carnivore month after month after month and not really lose any weight. And I'm done with that now as well. A couple of events led to that realization. Let's check out the lake again. There's a boat over there. I find this really peaceful, and I've come down really early on Sunday. Well, I say really early. It's around 9 o'clock, which means that because it's Sunday, I'm unlikely to come across that many people. A couple of events have made me want to extend the Lion Diet. One was an invitation to join Dr. Kilt's on an early morning 5 o'clock session with him. I had to explain to the person that invited me that my journey's been messy and I don't really want to do it. That was disappointing, because if my journey had been perfect, I would be a really, really well-known carnivore, known all over the world as that 10-year carnivore who did really, really well. Despite living with carb addicts, she did really, really well. Now look at her. She's being interviewed by Dr. Kiltz and Kerry and Kelly Hogan and all these kind of people. But no, that's not happening. Also, there was a nasty photograph of me taken. I say it's nasty because they weren't meaning to be nasty. It was just a disappointing photo that was taken of me. I love the lake. I was the only overweight person at the dinner table Christmas Day. I was the only one with beef brisket on my plate. Plain beef brisket with salt on my plate. Everyone else eating all the things. And I was the only one overweight at the table. I can't walk fast around this lake because there's roots everywhere. I mean, I know that when Mitch does his videos, he walks quite quickly because he's got a really nice flat surface to do it on. Round here, if I did that, I'd be falling over very quickly. So resolutions for my channel, my personal journey, 2025. How's it going to be my year? I was watching a video this morning by Kerry from Homestead How. He did a live overnight. It's quite hard-hitting because it's talking about how there are some channels that promote cheating. Now, I suppose it depends on your perception of that. I suppose when my channel was called Imperfect Carnivore, some people may have called it out as being a channel not worth watching, and that's fine. That I totally accept that. I totally accept those opinions. I thought it was a channel not worth watching as well. But when he talks about channels that are calling out cheating, I really don't think he meant mine. He's only really just found my channel, and my last 5 months of videos have been very positive, upbeat, definitely not promoting any kind of cheating. Having said that, moving forwards, I will always have empathy for the people that haven't quite got there yet, like I have. That's never going to change. I'm always going to understand that for some people, their why wasn't strong enough. They hadn't hit rock bottom yet. They weren't ready there. It wasn't their time. Clearly it is my time, because I've just gone through a horrible month full of jam-packed with opportunities to comfort eat, and I didn't. I'm not a saint. I just hit that desperate rock bottom pit that made me just say, I'm going to ride out whatever comes, no matter how hard. Okay? I'm just going to keep going, even if it's hard, and the sun will come out. Maybe not today, but at some point it will come out. The weight will come off, and things are going to go much better for me. Because Kerry was talking about, it all came about that when Carnivore Kip, the lovely Carnivore Kip, my carnivore brother from America, had received an email, and that email was calling out Kerry's channel for being too saint-like, perhaps a bit too perfect and things like that. And then obviously Kerry and Kip still love each other very, very much. Don't worry, there's no problem there. But then Kerry had to kind of defend his own channel and say, look, this is why I'm strict. This channel is clearly for people who have absolutely hit rock bottom, and it is now a life or death situation, and I am absolutely in support of that. And so it made me think a little bit about my channel and where I'm going with it. Those birds are noisy this morning, but it's more interesting than being in the car. So it just made me focus on my journey, where I'm heading, what I'm doing. Though I think in the early hours of this morning, I think I promised Kerry I was going to do 6 months of lion. I don't know where that promise came from. I don't even know if I can even do that, but I do need to make sure I do a lot of lion. Because I've said to him, right, that's it, I'm coming on your channel in 6 months with my success story. So I don't know where that came from this morning. I'm going to have to up my game if that's going to be me. But then having said that, in 6 months' time, I will be 11 months strict. So let's go with 7 months. That means 12 months strict carnivore, staying in ketosis the whole time. That's obviously a new personal best for me. So I kind of, depends what your definition of success is. If your definition of success is that you have lost every single pound you need to lose, then I probably won't be there. But considering my imperfect journey before, I think a 12-month stretch with absolutely no hiccups, despite lots of problems and irritations and misery, I suppose that counts as success in some people's book. I mean, I'm walking along here with flat shoes on and I have no plantar fasciitis. I know how debilitating that is, because back in May and June I was suffering from it in a very big way, and it was incredibly painful. So sometimes you need a painful reason to do carnivore. Sometimes painful means physical pain, and sometimes it means emotional pain. And I believe that doing carnivore strictly can fix both of those things. And that's why I am doing it. Resolutions moving forward. Let's keep on that topic. Let's keep that going. Clearly I'm still going to keep going with my carnivore journey. Thank goodness I'm not restarting. Thank goodness I am not restarting. Brilliant. Because that would be a horrible way to start the new year, doing another day one. If you are, that's no offense to you. Jump on. Do your 30, 60, 90 days. Eat meat like a boss. Don't weigh yourself. You'll get there, like me. 2 main tips. There are lots of tips, but make sure, 1, eat meat like it's your job. 2, if you're someone that knows that you struggle on the weight side, just don't do it. Don't do it. Join in with me. In 5 months' time, you'll be where I am now. Absolutely resolute, invested, done, committed, all the words you can think of. I don't really think willpower comes into it, because when you've been doing it for 5 months, you don't really need willpower anymore. The body's chemistry is starting to change, and you're so invested that the thought of going back just hurts more. And then also with my channel, 2025, more lives, more interview. I'm going to start interviewing people. My first interview will be with George Goodenough. He's volunteered to be my guinea pig for my first practice interview. And once I've got that under my belt, I will then watch it through and have a look at my behaviour. Is my active listening good? Am I asking the right questions? Am I doing the right things? I'm going to reflect on my own thing, and then I'm going to start interviewing more people. The next interview will probably be Brett Lloyd, someone I've been following in the carnivore world for a long time. He's a bit quieter these days. He's been at it a long time. He's been saying for ages that I can interview him, and I still haven't got round to it yet. So that's something I'm going to do. I'm going to do more lives, more shorts, but in the main, following this video this morning, making sure that I'm not promoting cheating. Now, that's not to say that I ever have promoted cheating, but the goal needs to be, I'm super strict. I highly recommend you are super strict too. That's not judgmental. Like I said, my channel will always be
Pops, come on. Pops, leave the lady alone.
my channel will always be sympathetic and empathetic to those that have struggled. I understand better than anyone, I think, in the carnivore space, what it's like to just not be ready. And I think that will be a selling point of my channel, that sometimes you have to reach that ultimate low, that desperation point, that I am sick and tired of being left behind. I am sick and tired of feeling tired. Oopsie, I've now got some more health problems. I don't like this is where this is going. Okay. And that is where I hit back in the spring. I changed my job and then made the ultimate commitment the day before the end of term on the 22nd of July. I'm now over 5 months in, and I think it's safe to say that after the last few months of not being super happy all the time and coming out of it the other side, that I'm all in. So happy. In relation to moving on with my brother, he's decided his resolution is to get back to it. He has recently moved house. He's very settled now. He's even managed to meet a companion who is a carnivore, and she wants him to do it. So let's see where that goes. He has said to me that once he's lost the weight, he will be happy to be interviewed on my channel. We had a lovely chat yesterday. I can't do any more than just encourage. He said, the last thing he said to me was, I'm getting back to it January the 1st. I hope he does. I think he'll struggle, because he's now got to go through that those difficult keto flu symptoms, because he struggles very hard with keto flu, and he's going back to work at the same time as starting it. So I think it's going to be so let's see if he can get through that first week. I might send him one of my how to do the first 30-day videos. Make it a short one. 2 tips. Eat meat like it's going out of business. Yeah, I think I've gone further than I normally would around the lake. I'm going to start walking back. This is the colour of my sky. trying not to be irritated by the weather. So yes, resolutions. Carry on doing as I'm doing, and yeah, back to the strict thing. Let's just finish that, because I don't think I've really talked about that enough. Strict as in, no, I think I kind of have, really. I don't want anyone to think I'm going to suddenly go all horrible and start getting a whip out and whipping everyone with it, though some people might enjoy that. I'm not actually, I'm going to try not to talk about it being okay to stop and start, because even though it kind of is, I don't want to be called out as that person. Moving forward in 2025, I want to be called out as the carnivore who really got her shit together, finally got it, finally committed, and morphed into the Lisa Wiedemans, Kelly Hogan's, Coach Lisa's, the Kerrys, the Kiltses, the Chafies, the Bakers of the world. Because I haven't cheated, I haven't had a cheat day or a cheat meal. And I really haven't. How? I don't know. Desperation and hitting rock bottom does things to people. And if I can keep going like that, I'm going to be able to say that I am one of those non-cheat people. That would be just brilliant. And then if I am interviewed in 6 months' time, 12 months' time, 18 months' time, and someone says, have you been straight down the line the whole time, or have you cheated? I'm going to say, no, I have been straight down the line the whole time. No cheat meals, no cheat days. Because that's what I've been dreaming about being for 10 years. And the only way that I can make that dream come alive is to get on with it. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I need to do my lion diet update today. There isn't really one, actually. The only thing in relation to my lion diet, so really today, is that I am off to the butcher. I was going to go yesterday, didn't end up getting round to it, but I am going today. I know they're open. It's a Sunday, but they're open between 8 and 2 today, so I'm going to pop in there and give them some business. Spend some cash on some proper human food. Love that. The other day I was in there, someone in front of me was paying cash, and I was like, this is what we need. Local business, local family-run business, locally sourced food. Right on our doorstep, supporting them, supporting the farmers that they purchase their beef from, and paying by cash, and sticking a middle finger up to those that don't like paying cash. That's what this journal's about. At the moment we're just looking at other people's cars. Absolutely looking forward to the photos that I'm going to be able to put out this summer, because at the moment it looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of lion. Whether that's every single day remains to be seen. But if I do finish a lion stretch and go and eat some things that are other animals, I will be getting right back onto lion diet at the absolute next opportunity, probably the next day. It's very tempting to finish a lion stretch and say, well, I'm just going to eat all the animals now. I need to be all in on this journey to health and weight loss. And then I can't be called out for not doing it properly, can I? I don't know why I'm showing you the lake, because when it's cloudy, it's not as good fun. Might just take a shot here, use it as my thumbnail. We're coming up to 20 minutes now, so I think I've said what I want to say. Basically, just to summarise, continuing with carnivore, doing a lot more lion days. I'm on a lion stretch right now and want to keep that going for as long as possible. Going to up my channel a bit, do some interviews, but absolutely make sure that I honour Kerry by making sure that I never say anything on my channel that suggests I'm promoting cheating or falling on and off the wagon or restarting constantly. I can't be that person anymore. I'm still going to be the same person in terms of my personality. I'm still going to try and make you laugh, do funny things, try and tell funny stories, but absolute last thing I want to do is be called out for promoting cheating and for being a carnivore waste of space, basically. So, whatever you're doing today, do what it takes for you to be healthy and happy and thriving. I hope you're not as cold as I am this morning. And just, if you've got any sun, enjoy it. If you've got any water, drink it. If you've got any meat, eat it, and just thrive. Thank you so much for listening. Take care, bye.